when it's suffering, when it's in pain, all it wants to do is find the easy way out, which is usually quit. If you quit, the pain goes away immediately. You gotta give yourself enough energy and fuel in your mind to stay just a little bit longer so you can talk yourself into staying for the whole thing. How are you gonna feel if you can pull this off? When I got the idea to become a Navy SEAL, at 300 pounds, hate the water, can't run down the fucking block, horrible, and I put everything on that. My whole life was, I'm gonna be a Navy SEAL, come hell or high water. Who does that?
Yeah.
Was you gotta sit back and be able to imagine where you wanna be and be like, that's the power. If I can pull this off, what kind of story have I just created?
You should fucking quit. And you know what you should quit? You should quit fucking quitting, all right? I want you to think about something, and I want you to think about it in terms of your life. Now, if you wanted to run a marathon, but every time you got frustrated, every time you got tired, every time you got winded, every time you got sore, you turned around and went back to the starting line and started over because you were all of these things that are painful, would you ever complete the goal of running your marathon? Of course not.
Because the cool thing about mental toughness is it's just a simple choice that you have to make. Are you gonna go through this thing that's hard, this thing that's tough, this thing that sucks? Are you gonna suffer through it, or are you gonna quit? It's really easy. You just go, okay, I'm gonna suffer through it. I'm gonna deal with it. Then you're mentally tough, done. Next question, let's move on to something more important.
Guys, life is the same. Success is the same. Nothing worthwhile is going to be given to you. It's going to be earned, and it's going to be earned through your pain, through your misery, through your suffering. None of it's going to be fucking easy, guys. And the factor that separates almost every single person in life that's been successful is people that succeed quit fucking quitting when things get hard. Okay? Quitting is a mentality. It's a core value of people. All right? They get a little bit down the road and either they don't finish or they say, man, this is hard. I'm going to try something else. Or, man, this is hard. I'm going to try doing this. You know, this isn't for me because it's fucking hard. It's all fucking hard. That's what you don't understand. Any path you take to get where you want to be, if that place is worthwhile to go, it's going to be fucking hard. So quit judging your quitting or you're wanting to do something else based upon how hard something is. Because every single path that you could possibly take to get somewhere where you want to be is going to be hard. That's just a fact of reality of this earth.
When your mind, this is this whole 40% rule shit I talk about all the time, that I made up a long time ago. I started making it up through pain.
Tell them what that is as you go.
So basically the 40% rule is I am a strong believer that we quit. Because why? How the fuck does a 297-pound cockroach guy who quit on everything is now considered one of the baddest men on the planet? How is that possible? It means I had to change one thing, my mindset. You have like a car. Some cars have a governor on it. And when you get to like 92 miles an hour, that car will start doing this because it can't go any faster. Those cars that don't have governors on, like a fast ass whatever, Porsche or whatever, that motherfucker can bury it, gone. We have that ability in us, but we have put this governor on our minds. And you have to, the factory that put the governor on that car, the factory is now you. That put that shit in your fucking mind. You gotta take that motherfucker off. Until you take it off, you're gonna constantly get to 92 miles an hour and do this. Because you ain't gonna go faster. As a matter of fact, you might even go slower. So basically, I started realizing this through my life, through going through all these times.
But that's what you have to understand. Struggle, pain, misery, frustration, those are signs and that you are A, on the right path, and B, making progress. You have to learn to identify these things as indications that you are on the right path, okay? Nobody that is where you want to be has gotten there without these struggles, without the bleeding, without the pain, without the depression, without the misery. Nobody. So what makes you think that you're going to be able to be that person that gets there with none of those things? Guys, life is hard. Success is really fucking hard. And if you want to be something big, you want to dream big, you want to be something great, you are going to have to learn to accept the struggle as part of the recipe. Okay? Every single day you need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get what I want?
Most of us never start anything cold. If you're gonna go to college, you gotta study your ass off. If you wanna run a 100-mile race, a marathon, if you wanna go be Mr. Olympia, if you wanna go be a scientist, a doctor.
Be one of the best salespeople on the planet.
You gotta work. But what happens is, in that moment where we need self-talk, when we're failing and we're in our worst spot possible, we forget the back end.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault, the front end. All the build up to where we're at today. We forget how much work we put in. So for me, I'm at mile 50.
Say that one more time. Say that more. So I'm in the middle of it.
Right.
I'm making my calls. I hate it. You're at mile 50.
That's right.
You hate it. Your mind's getting, wiggly on you.
I just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
We forget that we put years, maybe not into making these dials, but to getting where you're at today.
To become this person.
To become this person, to be in a position to make this money or whatever the fuck you want to make, whatever you want to do in your life.
Yeah.
We forget that. We forget that journey on what it took for us to get in this moment to make the right decision.
Yeah.
So. My self-talk is this. Okay, I want to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm done. Then I remember this. You ran 2,000 miles training to be in this moment right now. Mm-hmm. We forget that.
Yep.
We forget the 3 o'clock in the morning runs or getting up early for work or whatever you're doing. We forget all that. In that moment of suffering, I remind myself.
Yeah.
I only have 50 more miles. I put in 6 months of training.
You did 67,000 pull-ups.
67,000 pull-ups, that's right.
4,030, right?
Exactly.
This is no big deal.
We forget all of that.
Yeah.
So what I do, my self-talk is basically going back down memory lane of all those fucked up days. I ran the fucking rain, or I had to fucking study real late at night, and I didn't want to do it, but I did it to get here.
Yeah. That's the hook.
That is the hook.
That's the hook.
I wanted to get here.
Yeah.
Now you're here and now you want to fucking quit?
Yeah.
So you gotta be mindful, but this thing about it, if you haven't put in any hard work to reflect on, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So there is no self.
Because you got nothing to pull back on.
It's just a lie.
Nothing to say, hey, you've done this before.
That's right.
Or you've done something like this before.
Right. All this like people want to be all positive, all this positive talk, it doesn't work if it's a lie.
But I want you to think about something. I want you to imagine. Imagine what we can accomplish if we apply even a fraction of the will, the iron will. Is delivered through discipline. The discipline to push yourself. And we are all capable of more. I and capable of more. You are capable of more. You can overcome the obstacles and the challenges and the enemy, and you can overcome your own weaknesses. And you can overcome your own desire to quit.